exposing every move, every tyrant, every badge, every. We the people news, exposing every move, every tyrant, every badge, every lie. They approve from Mississippi to Texas, up to Utah too. You retaliate against the truth, and the truth hits. They've been doxing my address, running interstate crews, marshal judges, dirty cops, all the bad actors in view. I survived every trap that your government used. Now I'm back with the facts. We the people news. Yeah, started in Mississippi when the Tan Hills lied. A restraining order forged just to keep me outside. No bonfire, no cars, just political pride. And 7 years later, that fraud still rise. Then the state doubled down, built the case off a myth. NBI in the shadows with a badge and a twist. Stalking charges built on my journalism hits. Fabricating affidavits like they reading from a script. Galveston it next on steam fake. What he smelled claimed odor of alcohol, but the tox screen yelled. Zero content detected, still they tossed me in a cell. 11 months in a cage while they manufactured hell. The Mississippi called Texas revocation by request. Divas lied again and the judge said yes. Sentenced me to 2 years off fabricated stress. Later vacated, overturned, but I still paid the debt. That's the playbook they use when the truth breaks through. Retaliate, suffocate, silence what I do, but I never stop filming, never stop pushing through, cause the people need the facts. We the people news, we the people news, exposing every move, every tyrant, every badge, every lie they approve. From Mississippi to Texas, up to Utah too. You retaliate against the truth, and the truth hits you. Been doxing my address, running interstate crews, marshal judges, dirty cops, all the bad actors in view. I survived every trap that your government used. Now I'm back with the facts. We the people news. I moved west to Utah, trying to rebuild clean, but laying PD in Oxford ran across jurisdiction scheme. Sessions put my data richness blasted out the screen. Docked my private new address, 1 hour on scene. In a ring to deny records, he knew I could redeem. Grammar twisted into weapons like a county machine. Said a mailbox ain't valid, what the statute they mean. Just obstruction in the trench with a retaliatory lean. Try filming DHS, trespass for walking through. Try filming in airports, ain't retaliatory cue. Every camera that I raise is a threat they construe. But filming ain't a crime, it's a First Amendment view. So I took it to courtrooms, files who's by the stack. Every brief, every motion is me taking it back. They can lie, they can smear, they can launch their attacks, but the truth is a force that the tyrants can't crack. We the people news, exposing every move, every tyrant, every badge, every lie they approve. From Mississippi to Texas, up to Utah too.
I told you, TV, I need you to get that over to my buddy. He's on here right now. I'm gonna have him reach out to you.
Every trap that your government used, now I'm back with the facts. We the people news. Then came 25, Lafayette, Louisiana. I was filming that court, I was putting truth on the camera. Marshall Nugent waved me forward, staged it like a planner. Then they hit me full force like a government hammer. They seized all my gear, then destroyed the proof. Claimed the tech fail occurred, that's a Brady excuse. Evidence gone missing while the marshals cut loose. Then they charged me for disturbing while they silenced my truth. Ex parte calls with judges before charges were made. A gag order pushed like they wanted me caged. They attacked the free press, that's the line that they paid. But you don't muzzle we the people when the truth is engraved. Every state, every badge, every retaliatory move confirms why this anthem is the weapon I use. You can censor my speech, but you can't stop the views. I'm the storm you created. We the people news, mate.
13 people on here.
We the people news.
Turn to where's the only one I see in there. Leo, what's going on, man?
You retaliate against the truth, and the truth hits. They've been doxing my address.
Fuck yeah.
Marshal judges, dirty cops, all the bad actors in view. I survived every trap that your government used. Now I'm back undefeated. We the people news. We the people news.
All right.
We the people news. We the people news.
What's up? What's up? Had federal court today. I'm going to address that. I'm just not ready to address that right now. I still haven't really gotten my thoughts together about what the fuck happened today. But it's a witch hunt beyond anything I've ever seen. Like it was obnoxious. I can't wait to get the fucking transcript off of today. That's what they don't want that transcript to get into my hands. That was absolutely ridiculous. We're going to talk about that I'm going to talk about that here in a little bit. All right? I noticed one thing last night when I was doing this live stream, that the count stayed pretty steady and actually was picking up as I was explaining and going over the stories, the real true stories behind the Bad Actors album. And so I think what I want to start doing on a regular basis is I want to go through a few songs like every day. I want you to actually hear from me the truth that these songs are written to. This isn't just music just written to bob your head. This shit is testimony and lyrics. Okay? It's the truth. And sometimes it's pretty dark truth over the last 8 years. The site. Hold on, I see I got like 5 comments. Let me pull this up so I can see what I got. Let's see. I was going to say this, but you're the best YouTuber. I wish that was the case. I wish that was the truth. Where's the numbers don't really agree with that. I need a lot more numbers. So please share it out. Hello, Art. Your dad's going to court. Hey, Cherish. Good to see you. This Nightbot right here. Hey, this has actually been a pretty handy thing. As people chat, it throws in a couple of handy reminders. Okay. Find all my important content, websites, music, podcast, evidence, and more, plus easy ways to donate at Linktree. Well, linktr.ee/WTP News. There's an easier link than that, actually, and that's going to tr.ee/WTP. It's a shorter link. There's also, I do accept Cash App donations at 1A Audit. Linktree address again, and I have a PayPal up now, WTP News on PayPal. It's Mardi Gras season, and I'm in Louisiana. There's a parade that's kicking off tomorrow morning. I'm actually going to go out there tonight, get eyes on the ground, see if we can get some cop watch action going. Those that like that, I got something in store for you. All right, check this out. Badactors.online. This is what I had mentioned yesterday. This is where, and I need to actually fix the little bug where you can actually click on each song. Right now, it wants to default to playing the first song on the album. That was honestly a real easy fix. I could have fixed it before this live stream, but I'll fix it as soon as I get off. Okay. But like I said, what I want to do is, I read last night over the Unbroken, but a lot of the people that are probably on here now probably didn't hear what I said last night. So I'm going to do 3 a day. Okay. I'm going to read tell you the stories behind 3 of these songs every day, and we're going to listen to those songs. Okay. So you can actually hear the music behind the story and know that this is a way of getting the story told. These stories deserve to be told. These people need to be held accountable for the things that they've done. So you can, right here, the first one, Silence Ain't Consent. Well, actually, right here, the birth of Bad Actors. This album represents more than just music. It's a testimony to truth and justice in a system that often fails both. Now, I guess I could have that right there. Each track tells a real story, documents real corruption, and demands real accountability. The title Bad Actors refers to those in positions of power who abuse their authority, betray the public trust, and escape consequences. This is my way of shining a light into the deepest, darkest corners of institutional corruption in North Mississippi and beyond. I want to take a second also, and this guy down here at the bottom, this is my brother, okay? back to high school, he's always had my back. I mean, I love him like a brother. He is my brother. Okay, there's no question about it. He's my brother. He put me into the music scene back in when was that? With the sound engineering. 2007. We put together a couple of recording studios. You were phenomenal with the sound engineering, and then I learned by proxy. And then, of course, because we were working around the music, we just wanted to get on the mic and do a little recording here and there, and that progressed to writing music and this, that, and the other. But it's Joey, and he has been huge help with all this. Oh, I just realized that I don't have this laptop plugged in. Hold on a second. There we go. There we go. That's going to be a lot better now. All right. Silence Ain't Consent, the first track on this album. I gotta say, out of all the songs on this album, it's hard for me to say what my favorite is, or to say that any song is better than the other ones. But I do have a special connection with track 2, which you'll hear in a minute. But I do believe that Joey has a special connection with this first track, because I know that you had done a little remixing of this. Isn't that right?
That's right.
So, the story, this opening track sets the tone for everything that follows. When communities stay silent in the face of corruption, that silence is often mistaken for consent. And how often do we see this? I talk about this all the time. Silence is a choice. But make no mistake, silence is not agreement. It's often fear, exhaustion, or learned helplessness. This is North Mississippi's warning. We're not staying silent anymore.
This ain't just journalism. It's war against the truth. And North Mississippi's got blood on its hands. Every camera lens is a loaded weapon. Let the record show. We're done being silent. Silence ain't consent, we speak, we rise, we march. Flashing lights, steel cuffs, truth behind the bars. Doxing our names, playing dirty in the dark, but we pen our pain in verses, this is where it starts. Silence ain't consent, we fight, we bleed, we write. Every shutter snaps a bullet aimed to bring the light. North Mississippi got a storm brewing tight. This one's for the scribes in the shadows of the night. They call it justice, but it's rigged from the gate. Cameras confiscated, truth sealed by the state. Badge heavy hands, trying to shutter the scene. When the press rolls through, they erase what we mean. Oxford, Debatesville, they plot in the shade, feeding fear to the jurors while the charges get made. Folk dogs get arrested just for showing the lines, but who draws the lines? Who reaps the fines? I seen the smirk on the sheriff's face when the truth got close and he tried to erase the footage, the facts. The First Amendment's light, now we bring it back raw, uncut, full fight. Silence ain't consent, we speak, we rise, we march. Flashing lights, steel cuffs, truth behind the bars. Doxing our names, playing dirty in the dark, but we pen our pain in verses, this is where it starts. Silence ain't consent, we fight, we bleed, we write. Every shutter snaps a bullet aimed to bring the light. North Mississippi got a storm brewing tight. This one's for the scribes in the shadows of the night. Now imagine, your lens becomes your noose. Each photo you snap could make you the accused. When journalism's tagged, criminal threat, you realize the badge is scared of the cassette. DHS fed goons, backroom threats. Emails leak, private lives on deck. They dox you fast, spread lies with class, and prosecute your truth while they cover their tracks. The mayor's in the shadows, the cops pull strings. Every courthouse door got political wings. And the journalist bleeds, not with guns but ink. It stains the dirt where their conscience sinks. So Northern ain't consent, we speak, we rise, we march. Flashing lights, steel cuffs, truth behind the bars. Doxing our names, playing dirty in the dark, but we pen our pain in verses. This is try to kill the pen, but you forged a sword when you jailed these men. Every silence you forced now shouts from the grave. Every lie you told now births the brave. This is bigger than one, it's a nationwide call. You bury the truth, we tear down the wall. We right through the raids, the threats, the shame. Your courthouse steps gon' remember the name. You can break bones, but the signal's lit. The file's alive, and the people won't quit. So when the boots march in and the sky turns red, know the revolution's voice ain't never been dead. This is for every camera shattered, every record buried, every truth silenced by fear. Mississippi, we heard you, and now you gon' hear us.
Hey, let me audit you. Let me address that real quickly. So I really don't have anything to publicly address yet. Like, what happened in court today was so fucked up. I believe that I will be appealing everything myself. Basically, I haven't. I need to, and I might go ahead and get into details after these 3 songs. So I don't want to. I want to address that, but my brain is still fucked up from what all happened in that courtroom today, and I'm trying to sort things out in my head, and I'm gonna bring y'all in on it. But as I said at the beginning of this live stream, I'm going to show off the stories of 3 songs off the Bad Actors album every day and tell the true stories behind it. Yeah, Let Me Audit You says, yes, I have a job to all my fucking haters. Right on. Do what you need to do. All right. So that was the first track of the album. This first album, Bad Actors, is available for free. I did this for free distribution. Now, Volume 2, which is nearing completion, that's going to be a little bit different of a story. The music is on a whole nother level on that Volume 2. And I wanted to do this, it's not about the money. It's about getting the stories out, about getting the truth out. There's been a lot of work that's gone into this Volume 2, and I have certainly lost enough. And I need to start recouping some stuff. So I'm probably going to put a little price tag on Volume 2. But this Volume 1 is to kind of get y'all hooked, on these stories. These stories need to be told. All right. The second album, or the second track on the album, this is what I have a personal. I've got a personal connection with all the songs. They're all my stories. They're all the things that I've witnessed, that I've documented. But this second one, all right, here's the story, and you can read these on this site, badactors.online. Unbroken. Unbroken is the heartbeat of the Bad Actors album. The moment where the storytelling stops whispering and starts roaring. This track is Matthew Reardon, a.k.a. Don Matthews, stripped down to the bone and refusing to fold. It's the sound of a man who's been shoved, jailed, smeared, surveilled, extradited, and assaulted, and still shows up with the camera rolling and the Constitution in hand. The song doesn't glorify survival, it documents it. Every verse is pulled from the wreckage of real events. Corrupt cops filing false reports. Officials crossing state lines to retaliate. A system that chose power over truth. But instead of breaking, the pressure forged steel. Unbroken is the declaration that no matter how many times they tried to disappear my voice, in a cell, in a hospital, in a courtroom, on a sidewalk outside of the governor's mansion, I walked out stronger. The hook hits like a verdict. I'm still here, not bending for anyone. Musically, the track blends defiance with resilience, creating an anthem not just for one person, but for anyone who's ever been told to sit down and shut up by those in power. This is what accountability sounds like when it refuses to be silenced. Go right here.
They broke the chains, but I walked out free. Every scar they carved just empowered me. 2017, Lafayette's chokehold grip. Sheriff's badge turned to a power trip. Mississippi flag in my righteous hand. Public sidewalk where free citizens stand. Timmy Pruitt rolled up with manufactured rage. No permit, lies wrapped me in a cage. Asked for his badge number. Exercise my right. They cuffed me up in broad Mississippi daylight. Video went viral, whole county shook. They fired back with a felony book. False stalking charge, legal masquerade. All to indemnify the mess they made. 2018, November's bitter frost. Lizzie Crowder weaponized what mattered most. Filed false rape, turned love to a courtroom game. 2 years grinding through manufactured shame. 2020 she pled out, escaped the cell. Paid her fine while my world went to hell. Support for Lydia suddenly flipped and betrayed. 4 years lost, no father-daughter serenade. No bedtime stories, no calls relayed. Just silence where our laughter used to cascade. December 2021, the storm returned. Alcorns ripped while Lafayette bridges burned. Joey East crew snatched me ice cold. No evaluation, no facts, no lawful hold. Tupelo's walls, padded bed confinement. North Miss meds clouding my mental alignment. February 22, they came once more. Alcorns fabrications walked through the door. Newborn son in the ER sacred light. They cuffed me up, stole that holy night. 7 days in solitary's concrete cave. Then East Miss pharmaceuticals to enslave. June 2022, walked through the hall. Oxford City standing dignified and tall. Camera rolling, made a clerk request. Public records, constitutional quest. But they twisted it, spun their narrative line. Mayor claimed fear to blur the constitutional line. Dusted off that restraining order from 17. Weaponized fresh for a felony scene. Charged with stalking for walking through City Hall. For asking questions, for standing up tall. October 22, I fought the machine again. Marched the FBI, laid truth before federal men. Oxford office, evidence carefully laid. But Beavers and Kilpatrick sharpened their blade. November 1st, revoked my parole. November 3rd, they swallowed me whole. Kilpatrick campaign, riding on my back. Used my persecution to advance her political track. Prison walls, months carved in stone. Paid the price, stood defiant alone. August 23, Galveston, suffocating heat. Journalist on assignment, working the street. Allstein's traffic stop, perfectly staged night. False default, we a charge, no sobriety test in sight. 11 months buried, holding my breath. Extradited back to face judicial death. July 24, kangaroo court show. 2-year sentence with zero proof to show. But January 25, post-conviction win. January 22nd, I walk free again. February 1st, Utah's deceptive call. Latent ground, but predatory eyes on all. Sesames reached across state lines, spinning webs with defamatory signs. Rich and spread poison wide. Wearing 39 names caught in their slanderous tide. Orrington blocked, grammar's light. Layton City officials dimmed constitutional sight. March 28th, I dialed that phone. City Hall reception, cold as stone. March 31st, face federal walls. Salt Lake City, where justice calls. They demanded ID, background inspection. I said no. Constitutional protection took my place. Circled my car, still went live, raised awareness far. But the cruelest wound that still remains. Crowder's war, these invisible chains. Lydia's voice, 4 years stolen away. No good night hugs, no Father's Day. Mother and daughter separated by lies. While I break through these court-constructed skies. Filed lawsuits, line the names. Sessoms, McCutcheon, their corruption games. Arlington Shield, Leighton's Wall, Oxford's influence, spanning it all. For Lydia's future, for truth's bright flame, for everything stolen, for clearing my name. This is the anthem, the reckoning beat. Stripped of silence, back on my feet. This ain't over. This is the ascension. Next verse I drop breaks through that dimension. From Lafayette's mud to Galveston's bars to Leighton's walls and Federal Scar. Yes, I'm the voice they try to silence through fear, but I'm amplified now, crystal clear.
I didn't realize I was muted. So what I was saying is, you can see how that kind of has that effect on me. It chronologicalizes everything over the last 9 years. It's been 9 years of absolute hell. This thing's snowballing. And it continues. And it's going to continue, and it's going to continue until we, the people, put eyes on it and hold these people accountable. Nobody's scared of a single bee, but it's when that whole nest of bees gets stirred up and all of them take flight that people run for the hills. Trust me, the government is worried about the day that the people come together and stand against the injustices that are going on. Back to the bad actors site right here. This is what I was also talking about last night. So I want you to know that the reason why I'm doing this music, okay? It's an avenue to get these stories told. Some people are audible learners. They learn best by listening. Some people, they learn best by reading. Some people, they learn best by watching videos, okay? And so I've tried to put things on each of those so that there's no excuse for people to not, hear the story, learn the truth. But with that, in music, not everybody likes rap, not everybody likes country, not everybody likes this, that, and the other. So on this first Bad Actors album, I actually threw in kind of a mix of genres so that there's something there for everybody. And track 3 is where it takes that first switch to a different type of genre. This is called In the Shadows Tonight, The Reckoning. It stands as one of the most confrontational and revealing tracks on Bad Actors. Rather than focusing solely on systemic actors or government power, this song turns its gaze toward a more intimate origin of destruction. Phyllis Liz Crowder, my ex, whose false accusations and manipulative actions set in motion many of the legal battles and human rights violations that have followed. The track chronicles the pattern of personal betrayal that grew into institutional harm. It highlights how misleading claims, emotional manipulation, and weaponized allegations did not remain private conflicts. They ignited a chain reaction that spiraled into police involvement, custody warfare, interstate surveillance, and coordinated retaliation. The song holds not just Crowder accountable, but the wider circle of individuals who amplified her claims and contributed to the ongoing campaign against me. In the Shadows Tonight, The Reckoning exposes the hidden motivations, the coordinated lies, and the personal vendettas that were launched through official channels to appear legitimate. It's a reminder that corruption doesn't always start in a government office. Sometimes it starts in a living room, with someone willing to destroy another person's life to maintain control or avoid accountability themselves. This track is unflinching, personal, and necessary. It names the source and refuses to let the narrative be controlled by those who started the fire. This is a powerful song.
Working across teams
We're
is
gonna watch this
tough,
ad real quick.
but Asana helps you handle it. Asana AI can spot roadblocks and assign work to keep everything on track. That's how work gets handled. Visit us at asana.com.
I've been watching from the shadows, through the lies you spun so tight. Every word you bent against me, every wrong you set in flight. You thought the system was your puppet, thought the court would never see. But baby, truth, the storm you can't outrun, and it's rushing in on me. You played judge, you played executioner, you stole the years I can't reclaim. Dragged my name through mud and fire, left me shackled with the blame. But tonight the winds are changing, justice breathes its warning low. You're gonna taste the cage you built when the gavel drops its blow. And I can feel it in the shadows tonight. Oh Lord, the reckon's near, the scales turn right. I've waited for this day through hell and fight. You'll stand where I stood in that prison light, but you'll wear the chains you earned. You won't outrun the day of truth, the day you come undone. You and your crowd of liars, the co-conspirators you raised, signed false papers, whisper stories, thought you'd never face the blaze. But evidence is a silent hunter, it never sleeps, it never fades. Now the wolves are at your doorstep, girl, they're howling out your name. You mocked the courtroom, mocked the truth, built your throne on broken oaths. But I've been stitching every record, every file you thought was ghost. I see the prison doors wide open, they're not waiting here for me. You and your circle dance the circle, but the sinner's crumbling free. And I can feel it in the shadows tonight. Oh Lord, the reckon's near, the scales turn right. I've waited for this day through hell and fight. You'll stand where I stood in that prison light, but you'll wear the chains you earned. You won't outrun the day of truth, the day you come undone. You weren't alone in pulling strings, no. You had the hands of men and suits, the court's cold echo. Sheriff's clerks, attorneys blind, they played your wicked game. But the reckoning ain't blind, no, it remembers every name. There's a ledger in the dark, girl, it's carved in stone. Every co-conspirator's marked, standing on their own. They thought they'd never answer, thought they'd never fall. But justice has a long reach, it's coming for them all. You can't hide behind the false smiles now, the tape, the files, the witness crowd. Every lie you signed has a cost, you see. The iron bars don't bend for plea. I carried the weight, I bore the scars, but your reckoning's coming. No matter how far in the silence of night, you'll hear the knock. That's justice whispering at your locked doors block. And I can feel it in the shadows tonight. Oh Lord, the reckon's near, the scales turn right. I've waited for this day through hell and fight. You'll stand where I stood in that prison light, but you'll wear the chains you earned. You won't outrun the day of truth, the day you come undone. Yeah, the day of truth, the day you come undone.
So you can see it takes a personal turn right there. All right. This evil person has kept me from seeing or talking to my child. My oldest child, I made a deal with God to always protect her. She was born at 25 weeks, weighed 1 pound 9 ounces when she was born. I mean, got a picture holding her head to toe, both hands. And she has manipulated the system. And see what it is it's the corrupt judges in Lafayette County in North Mississippi, that what they've done is they've created basically a sanctuary city, a safe haven. They've banished me from Lafayette County. I cannot go into Oxford or Lafayette County. That's where my kids are, okay? And so she's been able to have this free-for-all, and the state, the city, and the county have allowed her to do this because it hurts me. And that's the ones that they're fully weaponized against. Tomorrow, if you tune in, you'll hear track 4, which is double dipped. This is where even the Attorney General's office for the state of Mississippi knows that she committed fraud through double dipping and falsely representing information in order to double dip on child support, put me in arrears so that I was left with no resources coming out of prison for a false charge from Galveston. That's going to be on this album as well. You'll hear all about what Osteen did with the false DWI charge. The sign right here behind me says, fuck cancer. Fuck it. And, you know, I'm sure, and I would encourage you to. Look, I showed you this page, this website, because there's some of y'all that are going to want to hear, all right, where does the story go to next? You can go ahead. I'm going to do 3 of them every night. I'm going to read the story so that you know the personal background behind these songs. It's more than just music. And see the testimony and the lyrics come out. So if you want to listen to more of it, it's there. But yeah, I think 3 is probably that right number. What do you think, Joey? Can you hold on a second? Hey, you're muted.
I know. I talked about earlier.
All right. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I tell you what. In light of what happened with court today, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what happened with court today. But I'm going to give you, I did this last night as well, give you a sneak peek of a song off of Bad Actors Volume 2. And they sure fucking earned this one today. National Fuck the Feds Day.
Yeah. Circle that Monday. Lock it in, lock it tight. National Fuck the Fed Day. Run it. Monday, mark red, whole city on alert, alert. Alphabet boys lurk deep in the dirt. FBI creeping like a glitch in the night. Trying to map my whole life off the satellite. Kick those 3 heavy boots, loud steel, but they shake when the truth hit harder than the real. Files on the block, on your mom, on your name, but the story always twisted when they narrate the frame. Surveillance on blast, it's a normalized nick, but we clock every angle that they think we forget. Department of Corruption, yeah, the label fits clean. Same tricks, new tech, same paranoid machine. And watch if I say that they building a cage, replacing our freedom with fear on the page. But every year louder we don't bend, we stay and we circle that money like a kind of display. Play.
National Fuck the Feds, they let it bang. 808 shake, water hole.
Marshals, heavy steps in the fall. Cross state, hunts like a wolf with a badge in the jaw. Says justice, but we know that script, dragnet wide. Every name gets clipped, every raid prepped up like a flex on the ground. But procedure ain't justice when no truth around. Another file closed, another body misplaced. Same chase, same case, just a different face. They been running that route since the system began, treating shadows like suspects and suspects like playing. But we flip that weight, interfering the flame, and that money hit back like a claim, reclaim. National for the feds, they feel that roll.
Our hearts synced up with the kick and the flow. This ain't hate, it's the right to the man. Truth, right, dignity, not blood on our head.
National for the feds, they run that back. Last round attorneys with the quorum stand, stacking charges sky high just to force your hand. Plead out or drown, that's the deal they imply. Make the truth take a seat while the stats stay high. Inflated and diamond like balloons and hum, so the numbers look strong. Know the justice is small, twisted words and they're not been inclined this tight. Call it fair try while they rig that fight, but we break that cycle, stand tall, no sway, and we caught it true deep in November's day. National for the feds, they loud and rock. For the race, the lives, the above the law. We rise as one voice, one force, one flame, and we chant that Monday like we own that name. Circle that Monday, November 24th. Same fire, same claim. National for the feds, day. Forever that name.
So my car just about broke down right outside of the courthouse when I got there today. This, make sure that my volume is right on this. I like this background music right here that I have licensed to me. All right. This has been a witch hunt. How does the government destroy evidence? Video evidence, exculpatory evidence that shows the marshal's misconduct. The judge clearly doesn't get the big picture here. And what happened? The judge today was litigating as an attorney behind the bench. My attorney he argued decent things. He argued things I could argue and would have argued. But what he didn't argue were the things that needed to be put on the record. And I stand behind that. I'm not a rookie. Okay, this is not, you can't pass, you're not going to, pass the wool over my eyes and think that I don't know what the fuck's going on. The attorney's notes and argument points. my points that I kept saying need to go on the record. I had to speak up and tell the judge, I need a minute with my counselor, because the judge was, like I said, litigating behind the bench. This is why a magistrate judge is why they're barred from presiding over a felony federal trial. Fortunately for Thomas LeBlanc, he got his one true shot at presiding over a freaking criminal trial, because this just so happened to be a petty charge, a misdemeanor federal charge. They gloated on the fact that the U.S. attorneys were basically saying that my attorney was calling for selective prosecution, vindictive prosecution. For it to be selective prosecution and vindictive prosecution, there has to be other people prosecuted, and nobody else has been prosecuted for this crime. To which, they pointed out, basically, that I'm the only one to have done something dumb enough to get charged for this charge. That, and what's where they put their foot in their mouth is what's going on right now. It's Louisiana. It's Mardi Gras. All right? People fucking go and do crazy shit. Especially right in front of that federal courthouse. And we raised the points that during Mardi Gras and things, in the past that people have gone up there on the steps and all and done things right outside of the entrances. But the U.S. attorney said, no, nobody's done that. No, there are barricades and nobody's going to be going past the barricades. And I've got an investigation assignment now. Because mark my words, there'll be people doing dumb shit everywhere you turn. But the thing is, what I was doing was not dumb shit. I was documenting misconduct by public employees, by oath breakers, the U.S. Marshals. Where else, after everything that happened, there are no other windows really for me to have put my camera up against. If you look at the front layout of the courthouse, the windows, primarily over the doors, okay? So I had options. I could have put my camera against a normal entry and exit. That would have constituted obstructing an entryway. However, I put my camera up against an emergency exit door that had not been opened or shut. There was no traffic going in or out, and I was not far away from it. It's not obstruction, okay? It's not obstructing an entryway. The argument got thrown that when Marshal Hayden Nugent told me to move my camera, and I told him to suck my dick, and that I wasn't going to, basically, I'm not going to cave to their tyrant demands. They baited me up there and threatened me with arrest. This is after they circulated bolos and criminalized the First Amendment. He said he was going to seize my camera equipment. I cured that default by grabbing my camera and backing away from the door. The U.S. Marshal never said, if you don't move that camera, you're going to be arrested. He said, if you don't move that camera, I'm going to seize it. So to keep my gear from getting seized, I grabbed it. And as I was doing as I was told, I backed away from the door. There was no obstruction anymore. He gave the fastest 3-2-1 and violently arrested me. This was a culmination of something that he wanted to do, building up from the 2 previous visits to that courthouse. I stressed to my attorney the absolute need of putting this on the record. There has to be a record of this. They wanted to try to make a distinction of me being a journalist or me being a protester. But I can be both. Because the First Amendment has 5 elements, primarily, that it consists of. You have your freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of the press. Okay? And when those get targeted and diminished, us, as a people, we have, that's why there's 5 elements. You got to lean a little heavily on the other elements of the First Amendment to reinforce that right, which is where August 25th came in with petitioning the government. I petitioned the government with the FOIA request, and then I protested their actions when I got the results of that FOIA request. I told the attorney, I said, you need to put on the record about the 5 elements. That when the first elements were violated, it was imperative to reinforce the additional elements, hence what brought us to August 25th. U.S. Marshal Hayden Nugent. I think that we should look at this right here, because this and I'm gonna find the short one for it. Where's it at? Here. I'm just gonna go and pull it on YouTube. That's gonna be a lot faster. And then I've got to wrap this up because I've got to get somewhere for Mardi Gras. All right. Watch this. Watch what happens. You be the judge.
Atera is the IT painkiller. Remote monitoring and management. Remote access. Help desk and ticketing.
Hours of operation are 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m.
That's
346-500. All righty, I will let him know.
Okay.
To give you a call back.
All right. So you're tuning in live for National Fuck the U.S. Marshals Day. This is We the People News. We're live outside the John M. Shaw United States Courthouse, where these tyrants with the U.S. Marshals Service think that it's okay to criminalize journalism and the First Amendment. Had bolos put out. I knew that there was funny business going on. Y'all want me to come in? Hey, they're trying to wave me in the courthouse. So he just waved me in. Should I accept the invitation? I think I should accept the invitation. Because I wasn't going to go in there. I was perfectly fine staying out here. But I just got an invitation into the courthouse. I wanted to pause that for a second and point this out. See how it's set up, how it's got the stone outside of the doors, basically. It's not a clear, window of glass right there. And that distinction needs to be made.
So let's go into the courthouse. I will never turn down an invitation such as that. But you locked the doors on me. But y'all locked the doors on me. Hello. After you. Well, look who it is.
Hey, man, look, I'm gonna tell you one time. Can't be in here to report it, you'll be arrested.
Okay, you called me in here. You son of a bitch, I was outside on the fucking sidewalk. You told me to come in here, motherfucker. I'm going outside. You called me in here, motherfucker. You baited me in here, you piece of shit. Fucking pussy. You fucking pussy. Fuck your mom. He literally waved me in here. He told me to come inside, was grinning, and then told me he was going to throw me in handcuffs as soon as I walked in the doors. A public building. Now they just asked for it. I'm here on the public sidewalk by the road, peacefully exercising my rights. And he's over there smiling. There's a big part of me that wants to go back in and take the arrest. There's a big part of me that wants to go back in and take the arrest. Because that's entrapment and violation of my First Amendment rights. But I do know this. This is not their fucking property. This is we the people's. This is where they take an issue and they pour gasoline on it and they make it 10 times worse. 10 times worse. Okay? When they openly invited me up there just for me to go through the door and for them to try to threaten me with arrest. Happy National Fuck the U.S. Marshals Day. Here's what we're going to do here. I'll put this right here. Da, da. Na 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 na. Oh. Na 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 na. Balance reporting right against the glass. Get the tyrants on the inside. Yeah, these are the real sovereign citizens inside. That's right. These are the real sovereign citizens, and this is how they get exposed. Okay? This is what happens when they go and criminalize free speech. When they criminalize journalism. That's what happens when they criminalize a camera of mass destruction. A good place to put this down at. I wish I had another tripod. It's a collective effort of everybody to stand up for their rights. Where does it say stay off? So what gives you the authority to tell me a damn thing? You need to keep on stepping, and I mean it. Buddy, I ain't playing your games. That's why I say, Happy National Fuck the U.S. Marshals Day. Go 10-8. Keep on stepping. I'm going to make you look like an idiot today. You might want to go 10-8. 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 You put hands on me, I'm going to defend myself. I'm going to tell you that right now. All right? You're going to get sprayed down.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
What'd they tell you inside? Huh? Well, I know you went in to go talk to him. Oh, I'm not going anywhere. Absolutely not. I haven't done a thing wrong. I'm not going a place, and you can't make me go a place. I'm not trespassing. I'm on public fucking property. Okay, let's see. I'll take the arrest. I'll take the arrest right here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on with it. Come on with it. These people put out bolos for no reason, circulating my picture, criminalizing journalism, and when they try to silence our voice, we the people get louder. Operation Silence the Press. See, these people need to learn. Learn. And see, it starts right here with the 911 dispatchers. Because when somebody is actually well within their rights doing something, the 911 dispatchers don't even need to allow resources to get burned in the first place. I'm standing my ground. I'm holding my ground on this one. I'm not getting pushed off my spot. I'm holding my ground. I'm holding the line. Got to hold the line. When you're well within your rights, you cannot get pushed away. I mean, you give them an inch and they take a mile. Got to hold the line, folks. Got to hold the line.
All right. So look right here. Look at what he says when he comes out. This is the key thing.
Huh? You need to suck my dick. I'm on public fucking property. Let's go. Let's go. No, you're not.
I'm going to seize your camera. He didn't say, if you don't move the camera, I'm going to arrest you. He said, I'm going to seize the camera. So I go to cure the breach.
You ain't going to touch my camera. You ain't touching my camera.
Still no arrest.
You ain't touching my camera. I'm getting my camera.
You grab your camera and you move it right now.
You grab the camera and you move it right now. I'm doing what he said.
I'm seizing this camera.
Is that right?
That is absolutely right.
So what? So this door.
You've got 1 second.
This door is locked.
You've got 1 second.
This door is locked.
This is an entry.
I acknowledge the door is locked. It's an emergency exit door.
You can put it on the other side of the barricade.
I'm fine right here.
Right here. Would y'all agree that that's public property? I'm away from the front door. There's no obstruction. So why is he fast counting me down after they waved me up there? This was preconceived.
2, 1.
Really? Oh! Ah! 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 Ah!
The judge said, well, what if they would have had the ability to go and present something to a judge and get a warrant signed off or get charges brought against him. This is what it was about, folks. When they did that, they seized all of my equipment. They broke my equipment and they seized my equipment. And when they did that, they refused to give my equipment back for me to operate as a journalist until the end of trial. They kept my shit for months. Well, from August until December. They have intentionally, these are major violations, but the judge wants to talk about a perceivable, maybe this, maybe that, that I have to be held accountable for even, it being there in the first place when it was cured. But what about government officials? What about these marshals being held accountable for the crimes that they commit? The judge wants to be petty and litigate behind the bench and talk about that as I obstructed an entryway. No, I didn't. That's not an entryway. We'll never agree on that. That is an emergency exit. And it clashes the way that they have the setup and what the marshals were doing makes it totally in violation of the First Amendment. It's overbroad. It's entirely overbroad. So, yeah, I need to get going, y'all. It's over an hour now. It just crossed over an hour. And so I'm gonna this is the anthem song for We the People News. It opened up with it. I might as well go ahead and send it out with it. Tune in tomorrow night. I'll say about 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock Central Time. Do the next 3 on the Bad Actors album. And yeah, it sounds like I'm going to be representing myself on appeal to the Fifth Circuit. Because if my attorney won't say the right things that clearly need to be said, the trial's already happened, the record's already created. Now, I know how to dictate my case. I'm not a newbie at this. Y'all have a good night. And I'm going to be doing a little cop watching. So be looking for that notification. Subscribe to We the People News. And, yeah.
We the People News, exposing every move, every tyrant, every badge, every lie. They approve from Mississippi to Texas, up to Utah too. You retaliate against the truth, and the truth hits. They've been doxing my address, running interstate crews, marshal judges, dirty cops, all the bad actors in view. I survived every trap that your government used. Now I'm back with the facts. We the People News.
Yo, started in Mississippi when the Tan Hills lied. A restraining order forged just to keep me outside. No bonfire, no cars, just political pride. And 7 years later, that fraud still rise. Then the state doubled down, built the case off a myth. NBI in the shadows with a badge and a twist. Stalking charges built on my journalism hits. Fabricating affidavits like they reading from a script. Galveston it next on steam fake what he smelled. Claimed odor of alcohol, but the tox screen yelled. Zero content detectives, still they tossed me in a cell. 11 months in a cage while they manufactured hell. In Mississippi called Texas revocation by request. Leavers lied again and the judge said yes. Sentenced me to 2 years off fabricated stress. Later vacated, overturned, but I still paid the debt. That's the playbook they use when the truth breaks through. Retaliate, suffocate, silence what I do. But I never stop filming, never stop pushing through. Cause the people need the facts.
We the People News, we the People News. Exposing every move, every tyrant, every badge, every lie. They approve from Mississippi to Texas, up to Utah too. You retaliate against the truth, and the truth hits you. Been doxing my address, running interstate crews, marshal judges, dirty cops, all the bad actors in view. I survived every trap that your government used. Now I'm back with the facts.
We the People News. I moved west to Utah, trying to rebuild clean, but laying PD in Oxford ran across jurisdiction scheme. Systems put my data rich and blasted out the screen. Doxed my private new address, 1 hour on scene. In a ring to deny records, he knew I could redeem. Grammar twisted into weapons like a county machine. Said a mailbox ain't valid, what the statute they mean. Just obstruction in the trench with a retaliatory lean. Try filming DHS, trespass for walking through. Try filming in airports, ain't retaliatory cue. Every camera that I raise is a threat they construe. But filming ain't a crime, it's a First Amendment view. So I took it to courtrooms, files, who's by the stack. Every brief, every motion is me taking it back. They can lie, they can smear, they can launch their attacks. But the truth is a force that the tyrants can't crack.
We the People News, exposing every move, every tyrant, every badge, every lie. They approve from Mississippi to Texas, up to Utah too. You retaliate against the truth, and the truth hits you. Been doxing my address, running interstate crews, marshal judges, dirty cops, all the bad actors in view. I survived every trap that your government used. Now I'm back with the facts.
We the People News. Then came 25, Lafayette, Louisiana. I was filming that court, I was putting truth on the camera. Marshall Nugent waved me forward, staged it like a planner. Then they hit me full force like a government hammer. They seized all my gear, then destroyed the proof. Claimed the tech fail occurred, that's a Brady excuse. Evidence gone missing while the marshals cut loose. Then they charged me for disturbing while they silenced my truth. Ex-parte calls with judges before charges were made. A gag order pushed like they wanted me caged. They attacked the free press, that's the line that they paid. But you don't muzzle we the people when the truth is engraved. Every state, every badge, every retaliatory move confirms why this anthem is the weapon I use. You can censor my speech, but you can't stop the views. I'm the storm you created, we the People News, mate.
We the people news, exposing every move, every tyrant, every badge, every lie they approve. From Mississippi to Texas, up to Utah too. You retaliate against the truth, and the truth hits. Shaping dogs in my address, running interstate crews. Marshal judges, dirty cops, all the bad actors in view. I survived every trap that your government used. Now I'm back undefeated. We the people news, we the people news. We the people news. We the people news. We the people news. We the people news.